Hello, this is Virgil Labrador, Editor-in-Chief of Satellite Markets and Research, and we're here at the AVL Technologies booth at the IBC 2018 in Amsterdam with David Provencher. He's the Vice President of Business Development for AVL. And David, we've known each other a long time, since my days when I started in journalism.
Hi, Virgil.
Yeah.
20 plus years, I think.
Right,
yeah,
right. And
over 20 years.
Yeah, and you started a company that was very successful,
Yeah.
Trackstar.
Yeah, I co-founded Trackstar Systems with two other really smart engineers, and
Right.
we put out an antenna controller that turned out to be kind of revolutionary in the market. And when we partnered up with Jim Oliver of AVL,
Right.
we really came out with a great product for auto acquisition, antennas, VSAT, SNG. So Trackstar and AVL worked together very closely for 15, 18 years. And we really got a lot of market share all over the world together.
Right, right. Now, how many years have you been with AVL now?
3 years with AVL.
Okay.
So I ended up selling Trackstar to Cobham. I stayed and ran it for 8 years, and then I moved on to AVL.
Right. Now, we interviewed Jim Oliver, the founder of AVL, many years ago. So just for the benefit of our viewers who are not familiar with AVL, give a brief overview of what AVL does.
Yeah, so AVL, Jim started AVL around the mid-1990s, 1995 or so. First in the SNG market, and he came to market and had a lot of success early on. And then when the VSAT industry started getting good, Jim had a early success in the US DoD market, which just exploded with this product. It was the right product at the right time, low cost, high quality, lightweight.
Right.
It's something that the U.S. military hadn't seen before, especially with the two wars that were going on.
Right.
So both AVL and Trackstar kind of exploded onto this scene. We ended up delivering over 25,000 antennas together. I'd say today we have the biggest range of products in land mobile VSAT and SNG antennas.
Right.
We probably have a broader product range than anybody else in the world. There's over 200 employees and a 100,000 square foot facility in Asheville, North Carolina.
And you have quite a wide array of antennas, right?
Very broad range of antennas, from 60 centimeters, man packs, flyaways, 2.4 meter SNG antennas, all the way up to 5 meters like the one behind us.
Right. And you specialize just in antennas, right? And you partner with other companies.
Typically, we partner up with system integrators who buy our antennas, and then system integrators turn them into terminals and deliver them to the end user.
Right. Now, talk about the markets where AVL has been very active and successful at.
So, right now, the markets in the U.S. are probably the best for us, and a lot of that, I would say, more than half our business is U.S. DoD related now.
Right.
The SNG market is okay, but I'd say it's not growing. I think 4G, LTE, and channel bonding and cellular bonding is kind of taking a bite out of the news business for us, but it's starting to come back. Oil and gas is starting to come back. Homeland security, emergency response is a very good market right now.
Right. Now, what about the new HTS and LEO systems? Do you address that market as well?
Absolutely. I mean, we're actively involved in virtually all the HTS satellite operators, so it's a little bit different for us. You can use smaller, lighter weight antennas, but they have to be more of a complete terminal because most HTS satellites are they're private network, if you will, right? So if you might want to work with Viasat or one of the other Ka providers. Well, Intelsat is doing HTS as well, and but the network equipment tends to be sort of locked up on an HTS satellite. Not always, but as far as the LEO market goes, AVL has entered into development of some flat panel technology, and we're self-funding that. And still got a long way to go. We're early in the development cycle. We've built our first flat panel antenna, and we're just going to keep going. I mean, it's a tough business, especially when you're self-funded.
Right.
And it's a very long technology roadmap for flat panel, electronically steered array antennas.
Right, right. Yeah, so it seems like the first one to get there would have a big edge, right?
Yeah, well, there are some that are right there.
Right.
But it's an interesting discussion because flat panels are really quite small.
Right.
And you really can't defeat physics.
Right.
You still have to comply with all the ITU and FCC regulations and beam width and side lobes and cross polarization. So it helps to have the high throughput satellites where you can do more spreading of your waveforms, so you can use smaller antennas. But I'm not too worried about our parabolas.
Right.
We really do sell a lot of parabolic antennas. They're the most efficient. They have the most gain, and they're the most economical to manufacture.
Right.
So I think there's a great market niche for flat panel antennas. Right. On the move, aircraft. There's a lot of areas, a lot of markets where you can use a flat panel, but there's a lot of compromises that go along with the performance of the antenna.
Right. But here at the show, here at the IBC, are you showcasing or highlighting any specific product or line of products?
Yeah, so we've got a number of new products in the booth, and we have really in the last few years focused on smaller, lighter, more portable antennas. So we're showing a 75 centimeter, 98 centimeter, 1.35. They all pack up into 2 checkable cases, and they're tri-band. So there's so many options there: auto acquire, XK, UKA, or manual point versions with nice pointing assist tools for operators. I'd say that about half our customers want auto acquire, the other half want to point them themselves.
Right.
So that's something else AVL has done, has built a nice balanced portfolio of lightweight antennas. And then what's really new here is our 2-meter flyaway. The 2-meter flyaway packs up into 2 checkable cases.
Oh, really? 2 meters?
And it's also tri-band.
Wow.
And possibly might even do C-band. We're not sure yet. But, so we've got a brand new 2-meter, 2-case pack-up flyaway on the stand today that 2 salespeople can put together in 10 minutes.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
I did it yesterday.
So it's good for deploying something real quick, right?
Yeah, if you want to put it on a small plane or in a helicopter, and it's really good. So it's really targeted at the military, but super good in emergency response. And anytime you need to get somewhere quick and take it with you, it's a great product.
Right.
2 cases.
Right. Well, finally, David, where do you see this market heading, the antenna market?
Well, there's so many changes in the satellite technology now. It's really a little bit hard to predict, but I would say that AVL is growing, and we're on a pretty rapid growth rate right now, and it's all products. It's the small Ka band man-packable antennas for HTS. Our 2.4 meter product line for U.S. military and foreign militaries is really good. A lot of custom antennas for the Air Force. It's nice to have a huge product range and a lot of engineers at AVL. A very high-tech ISO 9000 certified manufacturing facility.
Right.
So luckily we have a broad product range, and usually 2 or 3 of them are pretty hot at one time.
Right.
And that's enabling the company to grow.
Right. Well, thank you very much, David.
My pleasure, Virgil. Great to see you.
Great to see you too. And for all the news and information in the global satellite industry, you always have satellite markets and research at www.satellitemarkets.com.